What's up, Midway USA fans? I'm going to share with you guys right now a tip on putting line on a bait cast reel. I get asked a lot, what kind of knot do I tie onto the spool? What kind of knot do I tie onto from my backing to my main line? So I'm just going to go from scratch. This is a brand new Lew's Custom Pro 7.5 to 1. I'm going to put it on a Signature Series Lew's rod. Getting ready to use this for a lipless crankbait in Florida. So I'm taking this right out of the box for the first time. So there we have it. Now, one thing I like to do right when I get it out of the box is I like to take this spool tension knob and I like to take it down to where it's just kind of snug and then just back it off about a half a turn. And then that's just your brakes right there. And then I like to take my drag, don't forget this for when you go out there first time fishing, because they come all the way backed off, loose. So I like to take the drag and pull it down to where it's just, nice and not real, like a set of vice grips on it or nothing, but just good and snug. And then I'll take, so I keep a spool, a big bulk spool of a monofilament that is totally different color line than my fluorocarbon line, and I do that on purpose so I know when I always get down to my leader. This is just an old spool, probably came from a yard sale, I don't know, but it's very old. Just get you a good spool of 15, 14, 20, something like that, of a, if your fluorocarbon is clear, of fluorocarbon is, get green or get high-vis yellow, pink, blue, whatever. So I always like to take my reel and put it on a rod first. That way you're not doing this and you don't have much to grab here on your line. So just hook it onto your rod. Then the first step is running your line through the first guide on the rod right here. That's to make sure you have good alignment going into your reel all the time. So always put it right there onto your first guide. Take off just a little bit of line to work with. Then put it right through the line guide here. And then I always take some pliers and you can kind of form it so it doesn't, get out of place on you. Then just get it where it comes underneath the spool. Then get it on top of the spool, and that way you got it to work with right here. Make sure you get plenty of backing off. So when you got plenty to work with, just tie 2 overhand knots. That's all you got to do. 1, 2. Cinch it down on the spool. Take your scissors, cut it down to where your tag is, fairly tight down there. All you need is just something just to attach to that spool, and then get it going just a little bit. All you got to do is reel it a couple times to get it going. Then I always take my spool and I will put it on the DD26 spool sticks. Slide it on there where it goes through the knob. And then just about 3 good turns or good spool rotations is all you need, because this is 20 pound. 3, 4, 5, somewhere to where you get it, not midway on your spool at all. I like it always below, just a little bit midway. It's probably more like 10 or 12. And then once you get just a little bit on there, just cut your line off here. Take your spool off. Now I'm rigging this up for a lipless crankbait. So I'm putting 15-pound Tatsu on here. You might like Invisex, Red Label, whatever you like. And then right here, all you gotta do is just tie, again, overhand knot. Don't try to get real fancy with it. You can, but you'll never get down to this knot. Just one good overhand knot, get it good and tight, and cut it kind of fairly tight down to that knot. And that's all you got to do. Get your slack, if any has pulled out on here, get it down to where it's nice and smooth, And then whenever you got the spool sticks, it's nice and simple. You just reel it right up on there. You don't have to go chasing your line or anything. It's just nice and smooth. And I like to reel it up to the very top of my spool. It doesn't take but just less than a minute. You want to get it to where there's a gold rim around the spool. I'm going to go ahead and fill it up for you folks so you can get a good visual on how full it could be. Slow down once it gets up there, and right when it gets to that last gold rim right there, then all you got to do is cut it off, thread the rest of your guides, you're ready to go fishing. But don't forget, set your drag, set your magnetic brakes here and to where it's got a little tension on it, then you're ready to go fishing. Hope this helps you out. Good luck out there on the water.